Cats are intelligent animals that behave in ways we may find strange. However, there are logical explanations behind their unusual behaviors. In this video, we will talk about 20 strange things cats do and explain the meanings behind them. Number 1. Cramming into tiny places. Your cat may have the run of the house with every piece of furniture at their disposal, but they choose to squeeze themselves into the tiniest spots possible. A cardboard box, a kitchen drawer, a bathroom sink. It does not matter how small, your cat will find a way in. So why do they do it? Cats feel secure in enclosed spaces. A box resembles a cave and makes your cat feel protected, knowing they cannot be attacked from behind. Boxes are also warm and cozy, trapping heat, which is ideal for cats since they naturally seek out warmth wherever they can find it. Number 2. Twitchy tail tips. You are watching your cat walk around the house, and you notice a little flicker happening at the tip of their tail. A twitching tail tip often signals that your cat is excited or focused. This usually happens when your cat is tracking prey, whether that is a bird outside the window, a bug on the wall, or a toy across the room. Once your cat calms down, the twitching will subside. On the other hand, if the entire tail is swishing strongly from side to side, your cat is most likely feeling angry or agitated. The tail is one of the most expressive parts of a cat's body, so it is worth paying attention to. Number 3. An upright tail. When your cat holds their tail straight up in the air while walking toward you, it is one of the best signs you can see. An upright tail means your cat is happy, confident, and feeling good. If your feline friend approaches you with their tail raised, it is a great time to pet them or initiate play. Conversely, a tail carried low to the ground or tucked underneath the body tells you the opposite. Your cat is frightened, anxious, or feeling defensive. If you see this, give your cat space and let them settle down on their own terms before approaching again. Number 4. Slow blinking at you. You have probably noticed your cat looking at you and then slowly opening and closing their eyes, almost like a long, deliberate blink. This gesture is a way cats show trust and affection. It is often called a cat kiss. By slow blinking at you, your cat is communicating that they feel relaxed and completely safe in your presence. You can even try it back. Lock eyes with your cat, then slowly close and open your eyes. Many cats will respond by slow blinking right back at you, which is their way of accepting the gesture and returning the feeling. It is one of the simplest and most genuine forms of communication between a cat and their owner. Number 5. Kneading. Kneading is when a cat rhythmically pushes their front paws against a soft surface, your lap, a blanket, a pillow, in an alternating in and out motion. It looks like they are making bread dough, which is exactly why it is often called making biscuits. Kneading begins in kittenhood, when kittens press against their mother's belly to stimulate milk flow. As cats grow older, they carry this behavior into adulthood because it is deeply associated with warmth, comfort, and safety. If your cat kneads on you, it is a sign of love and affection. Your cat is in good emotional well-being and feels completely comfortable in your presence. Cats also need to mark their territory, since they have scent glands in their paws that deposit their scent onto whatever surface they press against. Number 6. Sudden zoomies. Does your cat randomly sprint across the house at full speed and then stop dead in their tracks? Do they launch themselves off the furniture, race down the hallway, and then sit down and start grooming as if nothing happened? This behavior is known as the zoomies, and it is extremely common. Cats are natural predators, and domestic cats retain this hunting instinct whether they use it or not. When they are not getting enough exercise or stimulation during the day, that pent-up energy has to go somewhere. The zoomies are essentially a pressure release. They are also common right after using the litter box, which is thought to be related to a nerve response in the digestive system. If your cat has regular zoomies, it is usually a sign they are healthy and full of energy, though it might be worth adding more playtime to their day. Number 7. Biting after licking. Have you ever been in the middle of a perfectly pleasant petting session, your cat purring and licking your hand, and then suddenly, a bite? This strange and seemingly contradictory behavior puzzles a lot of cat owners. Most of the time, it is a sign that your cat has become overstimulated. Cats have a threshold for physical contact, and when that threshold is crossed, what was enjoyable can quickly become irritating. The lick then bite sequence is usually a warning signal. Your cat is telling you they have had enough and need some space. You can often spot the warning signs before the bite happens: a twitching tail, flattened ears, or skin rippling along the back. Learn to read those cues and stop petting before the bite becomes necessary. Number 8. Ignoring you completely. One of the most well-known and mildly infuriating cat behaviors is the selective hearing. You call your cat's name. You know they heard you. They do not move an inch. Unlike dogs, who are generally wired to respond to their owners, cats are independent creatures that do not feel compelled to comply with requests. If your cat is comfortable where they are and sees no compelling reason to come, they simply will not. This does not mean your cat does not love you. Research has actually shown that cats recognize their owner's voice and distinguish it from strangers' voices. They simply choose not to act on it. If your cat ignores you, the best thing to do is let them be. They will come to you when they are ready, and that choice will mean more. Number 9. Staring at you without blinking. A long, unblinking stare from a cat can feel intense and a little unsettling. But cats stare at the people they are bonded with for several reasons. Most of the time, they are simply trying to communicate. If your cat is staring at you and sitting next to their food bowl, they are probably telling you they are hungry. If they are staring while sitting comfortably in a relaxed position, they may just be watching you out of affection and curiosity. However, a stare paired with a rigid body, flattened ears, or a low growl is a different story entirely. That is a warning that your cat feels threatened and is preparing to react. Context is everything when it comes to a cat stare. Number 10. Bringing you dead animals. Few things catch you off guard quite like finding a dead mouse or a bird left outside your door. As unpleasant as this is to receive, it is actually your cat paying you a compliment. In the wild, cats bring prey back to the group as a way of sharing resources and demonstrating competence. Your cat is doing the same thing with you. By leaving you their catch, they are sharing something valuable and expressing a strong bond. Mother cats also bring prey to their kittens to teach them hunting skills. So there is a chance your cat sees you as someone who needs to learn. Either way, try to receive the gift graciously. At least in your cat's mind, they did something wonderful for you. Number 11. Knocking things off surfaces. Your cat walks up to an object sitting on the edge of a table, makes direct eye contact with you, and then slowly pushes it off. This behavior drives most cat owners absolutely crazy, but the explanation is straightforward. Cats are naturally curious and use their paws to explore and test objects. Pushing something off a surface is a way of figuring out what it is, how it moves, and whether it is a threat or a toy. Cats also knock things over to get attention. If they have learned that this behavior makes you look up, come over, or react in any way, they will repeat it. Ignoring the behavior when possible and providing plenty of interactive toys can help redirect this habit. Number 12. Eating houseplants. Many cats have a habit of nibbling on houseplants, and while this can be destructive and sometimes dangerous, there is a reason behind it. Cats in the wild occasionally graze on grass and other plant material to aid digestion, help pass hairballs, or supplement their diet with nutrients like folic acid that they may not be getting enough of from their regular food. If your cat is frequently eating plants, consider getting a small tray of cat-safe grass to keep inside the house. It gives them an appropriate outlet for this behavior and keeps them away from plants that may be harmful to them. Always check which houseplants are toxic to cats. Many common ones are, including lilies, pothos, and aloe vera. Number 13. Trilling. Trilling is a soft, high-pitched rolling sound that sits somewhere between a meow and a purr. It is mostly used by mother cats to communicate with their kittens, calling them to follow, directing their attention, or simply checking in. When an adult cat trills at you, they are using that same maternal communication style and directing it at you. It is almost always a positive sound. Cats trill to greet you, to get your attention, to express enthusiasm, or to invite you to follow them somewhere. If your cat walks toward you while trilling, they may be leading you to their food bowl, their favorite spot, or simply wanting company. Consider it a warm hello and respond accordingly. Number 14. Scratching everything. Cats scratch for a variety of reasons, and all of them are deeply instinctual. Scratching helps cats remove the dead outer layer of their claws, keeping them sharp and healthy. It also allows them to stretch their entire body, working muscles from the tips of their claws all the way through their shoulders and back. Most importantly, scratching is a way for cats to mark their territory. Cats have scent glands on the pads of their paws, and when they scratch a surface, they leave both a visual mark and an invisible scent mark that communicates their presence to other animals. Scratching is completely normal behavior that should not be punished. Instead, redirect it by providing sturdy scratching posts and pads in the areas your cat already prefers to scratch. Number 15. Rubbing against your legs. When your cat rubs their face and body against your legs, it might look like simple affection, and it is. But there is also more going on beneath the surface. Cats have scent glands located on their cheeks, chin, forehead, and along the sides of their body. When they rub these areas against you, they are depositing their scent and marking you as part of their territory. It is their way of saying, "You are mine, and I am yours." Cats that live in multi-cat households often rub against each other to create a shared group scent. And when your cat does this to you, they are including you in that same social circle. It is one of the most affectionate things a cat can do. Number 16. Dilated pupils. A cat's pupils naturally change size depending on the light, narrowing to thin vertical slits in bright light and widening in the dark to let in as much light as possible. But pupil size is also tied to emotion. If the lighting in the room is normal, but your cat's pupils are suddenly very wide, it can signal that your cat is stimulated, startled, excited, anxious, or afraid. Dilated pupils can also appear during play, when a cat is about to pounce, or during a moment of high excitement. It is important to read dilated pupils in context with the rest of your cat's body language. Dilated pupils paired with a relaxed body mean excitement or playfulness. Dilated pupils paired with flattened ears and a crouched posture suggest fear or aggression. And if your cat's pupils are persistently dilated in normal lighting with no apparent trigger, it is worth a trip to the vet, as this can sometimes indicate a health issue. Number 17. Following you everywhere. If your cat follows you from room to room throughout the day, bathroom included, there are a few reasons this might be happening. Most commonly, cats follow their owners simply because they enjoy their company. Despite their reputation for independence, cats form strong attachments and want to be near the people they love. Cats also follow you out of curiosity. They want to know what you are doing and stay involved in the household activity. Additionally, following you can be a territorial behavior, as your cat patrols their domain and checks in on all the areas they consider theirs. If your cat follows you and meows persistently along the way, they may be trying to tell you something specific, like that their water bowl is empty or their litter box needs cleaning. Number 18. Drinking from the tap. Many cat owners notice that their cats are drawn to dripping or running water and will wait by the sink for the tap to be turned on rather than drinking from their water bowl. This is not just quirky behavior. In the wild, running water is generally safer and fresher to drink than stagnant water, and cats are instinctively drawn to it for that reason. Moving water also catches a cat's attention through both sound and visual movement in a way that still water does not. If your cat consistently prefers running water, consider getting them a pet water fountain. These recirculate water continuously and are specifically designed to appeal to this natural preference. Proper hydration is important for cats, especially since they have a naturally low thirst drive and are prone to urinary issues. Number 19. The Flehmen Response. The stinky face. You may have noticed your cat making a strange, grimacing expression. Lips slightly curled back, nose wrinkled, mouth partially open, eyes glazed over. It looks like they just smelled something deeply offensive. This expression is called the Flehmen Response, and it is actually a sophisticated sensory behavior. When a cat makes this face, they are drawing a scent up to a specialized organ on the roof of their mouth called the vomeronasal organ, or Jacobson's organ. This organ provides a deeper analysis of certain scents, particularly pheromones, than the nose alone can achieve. You will often see this response when a cat encounters another animal's urine or a particularly strong and interesting smell. The cat is not disgusted. They are deeply engaged in analyzing a complex piece of chemical information. It is essentially their version of reading a very detailed message. Number 20. Burying their poop. Most cat owners are used to seeing their cat cover up their waste in the litter box, and most assume it is simply about cleanliness. But the behavior is actually rooted in something much more complex. In the wild, subordinate cats bury their feces to avoid conflict with more dominant animals. By hiding the scent of their waste, they effectively erase evidence of their presence and avoid challenging those higher in the hierarchy. Dominant cats, on the other hand, often leave their waste uncovered as a territorial statement. Your domestic cat burying their waste generally signals that they feel comfortable in their environment, but are not asserting dominance over it. If your cat suddenly stops covering their waste after always doing so, it may indicate a health issue, discomfort with the litter box setup, or a change in how they perceive their social standing in the household. Any sudden change in litter box behavior is worth monitoring closely. So there you have it. 20 strange things cats do, all explained. Cats are complex, intelligent, and deeply fascinating creatures, and every behavior they exhibit has a meaning behind it. The more you understand their language, the stronger your bond with your cat will become. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up and leave a comment below telling us the strangest thing your cat has ever done. And do not forget to subscribe so you do not miss our next video.